Songtember is on the air. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Pete Johns. This is Songtember 2023. Yes, the big first episode where we're actually creating music. If you missed the launch party show yesterday with Jade Star and Thomas Christ, we had a good old time and we got everyone ready to rock and roll. We riled everyone up, getting ready to create, and now it is time to actually create some music. Welcome aboard if it's your first time here. If you're new to Studio Live today and Songtember, let me briefly explain. Songtember is our Song in a Month challenge where I challenge you to create, record and release a song in the month of September. We've been doing it now for 4 years. This is the my voice stopped. Big 5th year of Songtember. That's a great start, isn't it, when I can't speak halfway through the first minute of the show. So this is our big 5th year of Songtember, and we'll be creating a song. What's it going to be? What genre? What style? We don't know. And yeah, the point is that I invite you to do the same sort of thing. We do this so that we can come together as a community and create music and enjoy the mateship, as we'd say here in Australia, the fellowship of Songtember, of creating music together. If you want to find out all about Songtember, there is one place to go, and that is studiolivetoday.com/Songtember. All the information you could possibly need is over there. In fact, I've got to update it because it says it kicks off on September 1st. It has kicked off because it is September 1st everywhere in the world now. It's September 2nd, in fact, here in Australia. And I've got to update this playlist because we've got a brand new 2023 playlist. You can join the different groups to find out what's going on right there. You can check out our Friends of Songtember and find out what the rules are, because the rules are really that there are no rules, yeah? And we are actually sponsored this year by me, because if you need some gear for your Songtember creations, head on over to the Studio Live Today gear guide. You can see I've got my mobile set up, all the gear I'm going to be using to record, including the speakers, the interface, the mixer, everything that I'm using right here, right now in the mobile studio, and my desktop setup as well that I use to live stream these shows. So if you've ever wondered, hey, what does Johns use in the home studio? You can go and check those out. And if you do make purchases, they are affiliate links, which means they break off a small chunk and they send it my way. Full disclosure there. Let's say good day to some folks, and then we're going to get down to business of creating some songs for Songtember. I'm going to put the guitar down just for a jiffy. Just for a moment. Turn my monitoring off there. Yeah, I was just making sure everything worked, because that's obviously very important that we get things going on here. We'll say good day to the folks who are here live. Emilio was here very early on and is asking for some hard metal. Maybe. We'll see what comes out in the wash, hey? Hello to Mark. Hello to Sem Checks Cow. G'day to Jode Star. Hello to Cold Acre. We are back. Yes, indeed. Many vibes going to Sliced Tomatoes, because why not? Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello to The Secret Legacy. Wanted to ask about Songtember. Well, ask away. In fact, I got something cool that I just did. I actually asked AI to explain Songtember, and they did a pretty good job. Hello, Cow Patty. We've got Semtex Cow, we've got Cow Patties, we've got Fat Panda Cats. We got all the animals around the place here. Thank you, Thomas Christ. Yes, all the gear recommendations are there. The Falcro is not here. Yes, it is. I know. Isn't it weird how time works? September the 2nd down here. If you believe we exist. Oh, second Emilio, a bit of metal. Yeah, okay. All right. So, so what is Songtember all about? Well, I actually asked our good friend, I'm using the new and improved, I don't know. I've only used it for a couple of days, but ChatGPT is the big thing. But I actually decided I would try out Google's attempt, because I'm a bit of a Google user, and I thought because Google, YouTube, they're all related. I thought I would ask Google to actually tell us what Songtember is all about. So this is Google Bard. This is the AI of Google. And I asked it, what is the premise of Songtember? And it actually wrote, I'm going to give it credit here. You know what? Don't praise the robots, but I'm going to give it credit. This actually wrote a much better explanation than anything I could come up with. So I'm going to steal this and use this with pride. So it says, Songtember is a challenge to write, record, and release a song in the month of September. It was started by Pete Johns, a music producer and YouTuber, in 2019. All good so far. The challenge is open to anyone, regardless of their skill level. All correct on your Google Bard. The premise of Songtember is to help people overcome the fear of creating music and get them into regular practice routine. The challenge also provides a sense of community and accountability as participants can share their progress with each other on social media. It is nailing this. I love it. To participate in Songtember, simply set aside some time each day in September to work on your song. You can use any tools or software that you like. There are no rules or restrictions. The goal is simply to finish a song by the end of the month. Google Bard is absolutely crushing this. If you are feeling stuck, there are many resources available to help you. Pete Johns has a YouTube channel with a lot of helpful videos on songwriting, recording, and mixing. There are also many online forums and communities where you can connect with other musicians. Songtember is a great way to challenge yourself creatively and to learn more about the music making process. If you've been thinking about writing a song, I encourage you to give Songtember a try. You might be surprised at what you can create. I mean, come on now. Yeah? It also has here are some tips for participating in Songtember. 1, set realistic goals for yourself. Don't try to write a masterpiece in 1 month. Just focus on finishing a song that you're happy with. 2, break the process down into small steps. Don't try to write the whole song at once. Start by coming up with a melody and lyrics, then add chords and instrumentation. Sure. Or you could do any method you like. But chunking down is something I definitely agree with. Don't be afraid to experiment, to try new things and see what works. The worst thing that can happen is that you don't like what you create. And we'll definitely be touching on that today because I'm sure with some of our song ideas, I'm going to be creating some things I really don't like. And don't give up. There will be times when you feel discouraged, but if you keep working at it, you'll eventually finish your song. I hope this helps. Google Bard, I think that does help. It's as if that was written by me. It was very, very well done. Andrew Jackson Music, hello to you. Rena here, hello to you. AI is incredible. Look, and yeah, AI is a tool. Like it is predictive text. It is generative AI that uses large language models. It is not a genius. It is not a soul. It is not going to take over the world. Cut to scene of Skynet when AI takes over the world. But no, and that's something that's cool. I could have sat down. It would have taken me, like, there's maybe a few words I'd change in there. Like where it says, do this and then this, I'd say, for example, consider doing this and then this, or whatever steps work for your workflow. But apart from that, like, I'm going to tweak that and I'm going to steal that and put that over on the website because why not? So very, very cool. It reads a little more human than ChatGPT. I reckon so. I've only been using it for a day, but it seems to kind of write it as I would write it, which is cool. Yeah, exactly. I think it actually writes it writes like the person. And I didn't even ask it to write in my style, but obviously it was using and extracting bits and pieces from. What's that? That's my microphone. Couldn't work out what was behind me from what I've actually done. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty, let's have a look because I wanted to jump in. I told you about the gear guide, but if you're wondering what gear I will be using to record my Songtember songs. So as you saw there, we have the iPad set up here. So we're going to be using Logic Pro on the iPad. We'll also use voice memos on the iPad. We'll also use a bit of GarageBand, I'm sure, on my iPhone when I'm out and about to capture ideas and do things because if it's your first Songtember, you'll see all sorts of weird videos because, especially in the first week or two, a lot of my songwriting I do while I'm walking about. So you'll see bits of Adelaide and you'll see me out and about and recording and doing things. But when I'm here in the home studio, this is the gear setup that I'll be using. And why don't we jump over to Past Pete, our good friend Past Pete, and ask him what the gear is going to look like that we'll be using this year. Thank you, Future Pete. Yes, as you can see, we're going all iPad. In fact, Logic Pro on iPad for all of our recording this year in Songtember. There's our connection so you can see and hear what we're doing. And we're using the old faithful, the Steinberg UR22C. You can see we've got the XLR cable into channel 1. We've got the guitar cable into channel 2 so we can plug in our mics and our guitars and record away on here. If you'd like to find out all the gear that I use in my home and mobile studio, check out the gear guide, studiolivetoday.com/gear. Why, thank you. That was Past Pete with a little review there of what we'll be using here. So if you're recording on iPad or if you're recording on iPhone, yeah, the setup you'll need is some sort of USB adapter, and then any audio interface, iRig, Steinberg, Focusrite, Behringer if you want, whatever you want to use. But it does help you because you can plug in microphones. So I've got my microphone, my Audio-Technica AT3300 condenser handheld microphone here ready to capture any sounds we need to. And as you saw there, I have a guitar cable plugged in. Now, you saw in the opening there that I had my electric guitar. So I've got my electric guitar. I've also got my bass guitar over here. And the reason for that is I want to try and push myself out of my comfort zone this year. So if you've been around the last couple of years, we did some fairly acoustic-based songs. So last year's song was called Groan, the Grown Ass Man song that many of you may remember. The year before was Work in Progress. And while I liked both of those, they were very much based around an acoustic guitar riff and chord progression. And the year before, the sort of sound I want to recapture or do something with this year is going to be more electric. And what I've said so far is I want something that's going to be rocky and maybe funky and maybe with like a modern kind of twist. So I don't know what that means yet, but I'm just trying to work out something that's going to really capture some energy. I'm feeling like it's been a long, cold winter around here. It's been kind of, I don't know, there's been something in the air and the world, and I want something that's maybe not, Rage Against the Machine style protest song or anything, but something that's, I don't know. I don't know whether I want to go sort of, protesty, angsty, or whether I want to go fun time vibes, but I guess that's sort of the ideas that we'll be playing around with, and it may come out either way. Sometimes the song just dictates to you and tells you what it needs to be. So we'll do that. And what we'll do is in just a moment, I'm going to dive into my voice memos, because the first thing I do this time of year is I see what I got. Like, let's not try and start from scratch if we've already got some ideas. And every time I get an idea, I throw it into my voice memos. So what I thought we'd do today to capture some of these ideas is listen to the voice memo, play around on the guitar, see if we can actually capture these ideas in a bit better quality, and then maybe we'll have a few to choose from, and maybe we can then go through with that from there. So how does that sound? Does that sound good? If you're on board, hit the thumbs up button below. If you're totally out, thumbs down. That's totally fine. I hear you, Semtex Cow. Yeah, how many times we got to go through the end of the world? I mean, people are like, oh, these artificial... I must admit, the new GarageBand sound pack is not for me, the Vox Melodics, the vocal samples, but people are like, people are cheating. They're going to be using these vocal samples. I'm like, yeah. Is it cheating to amplify a guitar and make an electric guitar? Is it cheating to program your own drums and not use acoustic drums? Is it cheating to use digital instead of analog and not be recording to tape? Is it cheating to make a violin that you have to craft out of wood instead of just banging two sticks together? Yeah, nothing is natural. Like, let's just get over the fact that everything needs to be organic and natural. Nothing is natural in the world, apart from, as I said, banging a couple of sticks together. And if that's the music you want to create, more power to you. You go for it. You do you, boo. Rita says, haven't talked with him about Bard yet. There was a really good 60-minute story. The Google guy looks like a deer in the headlights. Yeah, look, it's not. I don't think it's scary. Personally, I don't think it's actually that bad. But hey, you do you. If you want to be scared. The thing is, I said this to Thomas Christ on one of his streams the other day. I'm like, yeah, the best way to mental health is not to watch the news. But hey, is that just burying your head in the sand? I don't know. Sometimes self-preservation is more important than knowing what the media wants to spoon feed you. Post Malone said an interesting thing about AI on Joe Rogan's podcast, saying that you could get it to write a song with the voice of your favorite artist dedicated just to you. Talk to Jade Starr. Yeah, she created a Pete Johns voice model that could sing songs, and it's cool. How about a metal polka with a touch of bagpipes? Yeah, funkadelic. Yeah, maybe a little bit of funkadelic, or maybe some metal polka. Maybe we could do a change up. Maybe I could do a Jade Starr and do 14 different things in there. A Spanish or Mexican guitar and Greek sounding harmonies. Ooh, bit of Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, RATM. Like to see. Well, I actually did. Funnily enough, let's go off on tangents because we've got a couple of hours here today. This is going to be. Oh, by the way, I should have said that up front. If you've seen some of my short videos or 5-minute, 10-minute tutorials, that's not really what Songtember's all about. You get to see the what's a nice way of saying this? I'll just say it. Balls and all. You get to see everything that we do around here because this is like more like a documentation, more like us just vlogging this month as opposed to being a little bit more restrictive with what we actually do. I actually have a song. I'm going to play you this because this is probably kind of if I wanted to go down the protest kind of ramp, this is the sort of song that we'd probably go with. This was one that I wrote when I was, 1997. So what's that? 26 years ago, for goodness sake, when I was in my mid to late teens. And it's actually called, I didn't know what to call it, but it's called RATM because I just thought it sounded a bit rage-like. Sounds like this. So that's sort of one idea. Do we try and encapsulate and embrace the angst-driven 90s kind of sound? I personally am thinking I want kind of something a little bit more modern, but I don't know. We'll see. I could totally cheat and just recreate that song. I could have cheated and just not told you that song existed and then just recorded that and you'd be like, wow, I can't believe you wrote this like in one day. No. Hello, Genos. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, a bit of the old Scarpa in there for you. So that's sort of one idea. The other sort of idea is to write something a little more funky and fresh and modern. So with like some bass grooves and like some yeah. So I don't know. What do we reckon? You can let me know because this is the thing. We're interactive around here. Let's bring up this screen, shall we? Because this is my voice memos. Yeah, you'll get to see some. I live in the eastern suburbs of Adelaide. Before you think I'm going to dox myself with some of the locations on here, yeah, I live in the eastern suburbs of Adelaide. But you know that because if you've watched any videos, you've seen me wandering around Norwood and McGill and all the areas around here. So there's no problems with that. Before you think Pete's going to dox himself here, this is not going to be good. So let's dive in here. Pete does The Weekend. Yeah. I can feel my face when I'm with you. Like that. Seinfeld bass line. Yeah. So I've gone through this morning and just had a look at some of the different different ideas that we've got in here. Now, some of these are literally songs I've already written. So there's like one moment there. There's some other things in here. But there's this one, guitar riffage sounds interesting, and low bass distorted idea sounds interesting. So let's listen to these and see if there's anything that we can turn into something in Logic Pro to play with. So let's play this one. I think this is more the funky style one. This is the better version. So because I was using my AirPods, the recording there was actually pretty shite. But I got it down and I remember vaguely in my head what I was going for here. So let's just jump over here to Logic Pro. And what we're going to do is for each of these, I'm just going to load up a patch here. So we'll just load up a bass patch. What's about a bad attitude bass patch? And we'll put the... So that's the two notes that do. And it could, like, you can hear it doing a bunch of different things. Like, you could go into like a slowed down sort of, or you could like kick in some distorted guitars and things as well. So let's get a basic tempo and a groove going on here. So what do I reckon our tempo is going to be on this one? I'm going to remember how to use Logic Pro here now. So it's going to be either like a 90 or 70 or 140. Let's just do it at 140 because that might get us some better drums in there. Yeah, I do need to tune. Thank you, Doug Kidder. Yeah, for the reminder. Because even when it's a good point. Even when, and we'll turn the tuner on here. Even when you are just grabbing ideas, you never know when you're going to capture lightning in a bottle and make sure that, and maybe you want to use something that you wrote. Because sometimes the energy when you're first writing a song is exactly what you want, and you can never quite recreate it. So while it doesn't really matter when you're messing about noodling, just be in tune, because you may just find some cool little lick or cool little loop that you want to go ahead and then use in your future song. All right, so what we'll do is we're vaguely in tune there now. So we'll come out of here, turn off the guitar tuner, and we'll just record the little bass part in here. Two, three, four. Okay, I'm just making stuff up now. I don't have anything advancing on that. But let's just use the bass. While we have the bass plugged in, we'll just layer this up by tapping it and duplicating it out. Turn off that one and record on this second track. All right, and just play with the... And I don't know what this riff will actually be on, whether it'll be on bass or guitar or what it'll be, but I just like these notes together. So we'll just work through this riff. Something like that. Yeah, it needs to go to somewhere different after that. Again, this, who knows if this is a riff or if this is the intro riff, or if this is going to be more of like a, I don't know, like a chorus maybe. And maybe the is like the thing. I'm just going to plug in the guitar, mostly because it also needs to be tuned. What I should really do at this point is have two guitar cables into 1 and 2, and yeah, New Order thing. Well, that's the thing, Phil. I wanted something that's a bit rocky and a bit funky, but maybe also kind of modern. And modern is almost 80s at the moment. I don't know if you've got the same vibe as me, but the sort of funk wave kind of stuff, synth wave. So you could kind of go 80s with this, or could go sort of 90s. But who knows? Acid Jazz says Midnight Bandit. Oh, there's the G. Always flat on my G. We'll get in vague tuning here. Like, can you hear two guitars doing down, down, I guess it's going more rocky than funky, isn't it? Sometimes the song takes you places. Let's see. Let's see if this is going to come together, shall we? Now, we don't want that. We need a guitar tone. So we'll duplicate out this sucker. Turn that record light off. This time, instead of bass here, we need guitar. By the way, if you're learning Logic Pro, I'm going to be sort of jumping through. You'll see what I do here, but I'm going to be jumping through things. So you may want to check out the tutorials here. Just search Pete Johns Logic Pro. In fact, there's a beginner's guide that's like 20 minutes that tells you everything you need to know. Time to shred. That sounds kind of cool. Oh, Jeebus. Holy shooters. All right, that might be a little bit much for, maybe we need for the lead, maybe for this one, we need more of a lead tone. We'll just play with this. We can change it out. I know, I've got to remember that tone. Time to shred. It's an amazing tone. So we'll come back to that maybe with the bling bits that we do. Let's record in a bit of an idea here. I don't know. Will we go this direction? Who bloody knows? All right, so let's just grab another track. We'll duplicate again. Tap, duplicate. Turn that one off. Grab this time to shred. Oh Jesus! We might turn the volume down a bit, otherwise the feedback's going to be nuts. Yeah. I'm very sorry. All right, let's just record this in. Well, then we're gonna play around with the tones. All right. Let's solo out this one. So I'm hearing a couple of things here. I'll just come back to this tone. I'm not a fan of this lead tone. We need this one to be more... What about just a flat... No, we don't want a flange, do we? Modern British metal? What about modern British metal? Still too harsh. We need more of a... Oh, the power chord, the old school. Yeah, so I think it's going to be very much based around that, what is it, that A? Hang on, is that an A? Hang on, B. Yeah, that's definitely the sort of tone we want. It's going to be 90s, isn't it? And it's going to be more punk pop. Well, again, this is just idea one, so we'll see what that is. Let's just fiddle with some lead over the top of this, shall we? We'll duplicate that out. We'll turn that on, and we'll just fiddle with a bit of a lead idea around this one. I reckon it could be like a... What do you reckon? Should we add some drums to it? Let's get some like drums over the top. And then we'll move on, because then we're going to try some other ideas. I know, you're like, oh, I'm just getting into that one, Johns. I don't know why you talk like that. And then I'll change it up and play something different. So let's just grab another track here, Polos, and bring in a drummer. Who are we going to get to drum on this one? We need... let's see if we can... What would a funky songwriter drummer do over the top of this one? Let's see. How about we go back to the start? All right. That's not terrible. It's almost Blink 182, isn't it? A big intro with big toms, yeah. Let's bring him up onto the toms. I like it. And that bit that I improvised there, the do 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 do, is pretty cool. Midnight Bandit, you're a bloody legend. Yeah, I always forget to say, but feel free to donate to the cause, because throughout Songtember, I kind of go off script, so I don't do a lot of the regular stuff that I do that kind of pays the bills around here. So donations, I mentioned yesterday we got a wonderful donation from our friend Chip. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Midnight Bandit. Thank you to our patrons, and both new and old, and everyone else can feel free. There's free ways to support. Thumbs up button here helps. Watching the show helps. Sharing the show helps. But thank you, Midnight Bandit. I appreciate the 5 loonies to keep us going, or 2 toonies and a loony, however you want to do it. All right. So up on the drums is pretty cool here. I like that kind of style for the intro. Let's just play this through. We'll take the drummer off there. So this is idea number 1, and again, don't know where this is going to go, whether this is a lick or like whether this is going to be the riff, the main riff, the intro riff, the chorus riff, who knows, but let's play this one. Do 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 do. All right, guitar down for a sec. Let's just get this into an idea, because I liked who was it that had the idea for the toms? They sound great. Like just using a little tom feel for these 2 bars, this intro before I actually came in here on the toms there. This sounds cool, and I always like a song that just kind of starts with like a little drum feel. So let's just split this one here, and that way we can have this opening. And then We'll copy this and paste it next door. So off, it'll start. In fact, it almost needs to start coming to here, start being like this really intense, complex, on the toms kind of sound. Let's just try this. That second tom might be the way to go through that first bit. And then bring it up onto the hats. There's our idea. I don't know. I'm not hating that. What do you reckon? I'd give that a 8 out of 10 in terms of ideas if I had to rate it off the bat. All right, so we'll save out of this one. We'll name it for starters. How do we name? It's just called Project. Oh man, I've forgotten. This is the problem. You stop using something for a while. Do I just have to close out of it and name it out there? I think I might. Let's just do that. All right, close it. There it is. So we'll tap and hold on this one because we've got to get ourselves organised here. We're going to rename this song ST 2023 Idea 1. This is we'll just call this pop punk because this is a pop punk kind of idea that we're going with here to see if that's going to make the grade. And what we'll actually do is we'll copy this and we need to, we'll do a whole Songtember folder here. Let's do that. So let's create, because I don't have a Songtember folder here in Logic Pro because I do everything in GarageBand. So there is our first song idea in the can. We'll have a little bit. Maybe a challenge could be to record it without vocals, and maybe some of us go. Whoa, there you go. There's an interesting idea. So yeah, good start. Yeah, nice start. All right, yeah. Look, it's a fallback. If nothing else comes, then we've got something in the bag there. Let's jump on over to the iPad again. We are on the iPad. See, SoundCloud's just playing ads in the background. I'm not even playing SoundCloud, but it's just playing ad after ad. Let's go back to our voice record. So that one was the low bass distorted idea. The dum 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 dum. What about this guitar riffage? What are we doing here? What could this be?
Good game, guys. Good game, fellas.
Oh, where am I recording this?
Okay. All right.
All right, so what am I actually playing there? I'm playing it down at low E. All right, I don't know about this one. We'll go back to Logic. We'll create a project, and we'll see if this is going to work for us. So let's go a new project here. We'll go to Tracks View. This is fun. I enjoy just having this blank canvas is scary, but also fun. So we'll create a new track with our guitar track. We will. I need to change my defaults to have input monitoring on there, so we can always input monitor. And what will we go with this one? This is more like maybe some light, not heavy distortion. Maybe some light distortion. Let's just go with a warble drive. Sounds interesting. No, it doesn't. It sounds terrible. Americana Crunch. No, I don't want anything with a tremolo just to hear this. What about just some rich harmonics? All right, let's try this one. So this has got to be a tempo. If we tap the tempo button, do 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 do. Wow, around 140 again. What a surprise! John's rock song set at 140 BPM. Let's record this in. Oh, we need the metronome. it's really hard to record. Maybe we need to slow it down a little bit so we can actually play it in here. And maybe it doesn't need to be that fast. So let's adjust that tempo down to maybe 130 instead. Hello, Guzzo of Oz. I hope you are well. Do you know what to do? I don't know. What do we reckon? Let's add some chords here. So we'll duplicate that one out, and we'll add some. We'll use some more light distortion. I like just playing around partial matches. I like just playing around with this yacht rock. There's a yacht rock one. What do we play here? G, yeah. I think we're out of tune again. Ba 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 ba. I think the intonation of this guitar is actually kind of shot. G string. Now you're sharp. This could be interesting. Let's see what this vibe does. Not feeling it. Not feeling this one. What do you think? When you come out with ideas, do you do, pa, 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 whistle or hum? I do all of it. Sounds good. Works, you reckon? Let's just play it back. I couldn't really tell while I was playing along. Let's see. No, yeah, it's got something. I'm gonna put that. Let's put that in the maybe pile. Let's come out here and we will rename that one. Pop the guitar down. We'll rename that one to ST. Whoop. Rename it. Oh, don't open it. Come on. Rename to ST 2023 idea 2, and this one's what kind of jaunt in G. I don't really know what to call it, but that's kind of what it was. A tinkly, yeah. It's almost like country, isn't it? You go with da 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 boo da da like that. Yeah. Exactly. The counter beat is good, but it does limit the options. Mark is spot on. Back to the memos. All right, we're going to go back in time. So there were some recent ones. Let's go back in time, shall we, and find some older ones, because there were some that I played around with earlier that I thought were pretty good. The ones, this Pearl Jam-like idea. What do we think of this? The reason I didn't want to do this is that this is too similar to what I used to, like what I don't want to produce this year, but take a listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Try to sleep well tonight.
think about all the injustice in the world. It'll be fine.
It's like Breaking the Girl meets there's a Pearl Jam song that sounds just like this as well. Yeah, it's a bit Alice in Chains. It's very... So maybe it could...
Try to be cool, try to stay warm, try not to think that you might be the fortunate one.
Ooh. I have a lot of more lyrics in that one, sort of. Yeah, almost Soundgarden-y, isn't it? Pearl Jam meets Jethro Tull with a blue unicorn. Is it worth trying this one? What do you reckon? Give it a crack or no? Yay or nay? Give it a crack or leave it in the sack. While you decide, I'll try and... I can't wait. I've got to remember how to play it. I might have been in a different tuning actually for this. Hang on.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's in drop D, isn't it? Yay. All right, we got some yays. We might as well get it started. We might as well, while we've got a couple of hours here, let's just build out ideas. Then we could almost do like a poll. I could get you folks to tell me which one we develop. That could be fun. All right, so we'll go new project, and we'll go to the tracks here. This one we need like more of a twangly tone. This is a cool thing. We've got different types of songs here with different types of tones. So we need more of a processed kind of tone with this one. Maybe like some light reverb kind of tone. What do we got here? From here to there. Vintage tremolo. No, I don't like the tremolo sound. It's too hard to sort of hear it. Amazing tweed. Once I had a suit made of amazing tweed. With leather patches. Not really. The Rio Grande. We should be able to search that out. The Rio Grande is a really nice patch. I use it. I used to use it quite a lot in the GarageBand. Oh man, they've got to fix this thing where if you tap with your mouse, it doesn't tap. Hopefully that'll come out in version 1.01. Yeah, because you can hear some real like... All right, let's make sure that low D is actually in tune. Oh, ba, ba, ba. Hang on. I've got this set on input 1. I was wondering why it was my voice, not the... Got to remember how to fix this. All right, we're going to go over to our channel strip. Tap on the top there. Input. Oh, I did that stereo input thing. This is a fault. So that's why it was coming through. The guitar and my voice was coming through because there's currently a fault, a bug here where when you change the guitar patch, it changes it from a mono input to a stereo input and doesn't work well. See you later, many vibes. Let's tuning knob. Now we're just getting this. And then what are the... like that. All right. G'day, Sean Chandler. Thanks for hanging out. All right. So let's. This is a 6/8. So this is interesting because this one's going to actually have a different time signature because this is going to be in a 6/8 time signature. So we can dial that in here. Why can't it tap the 6? Oh, 66. No, we don't want it in 66/8 time. That would be weird. All right, so 6/8 time. Won't worry about the key or anything just yet. We'll turn the metronome on so we can hear this. And we need it to be around that 155, I reckon. Let's go 154. I like things that are divisible numbers in case we need to halve stuff easily. All right. Wait, what? That ain't right. That's right, but we need it half that. So see, this is why it's easy because you can then divide it. So what do we want? 80. I was told there would be no mathematics. 77. Yeah. That should be like that. Maybe start the riff as clean, then switch to Rio Grande. Yeah, that might be an idea too. Yeah, this could be one where it's like kicks into some distortion, couldn't it? I'm just going to Control Z that sucker and try it again here from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Along those lines, right? So do. You can hear like in the chorus bit some big like. Like following through with the chords. That is very sort of Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, isn't it? Let's just duplicate out another track here. And we'll just change up the tone to something more distorted, shall we? Guitar. Go some heavy distortion. What's a brownstone? I reckon holding that might actually work here. Let's give it a crack. 2, 3. I reckon that tone, that kind of dissonant tone, kind of works well with this one. Let's just play these bits together and balance that sound out a little bit more. trademark John's complete stop. Let's get some bass in this sucker, shall we? All right, the plus, add it in. Oh, la, la, la. Let's get a bass tone. Bass tone. Maybe some lightly distorted bass. Maybe some vintage grit might work for us here. I'm thinking because the guitars are doing low end duty, I'm thinking more like. Do I find a pick slows you down sometimes? Kinda. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Who was that said that? Yeah, Ronald. Yeah, maybe I'll try and actually play a bass like a real bass player for this one, at least for the demo. And now I've got the bass in drop D. If I'm playing it up here, I probably don't need it in drop D if I'm not going to use the bottom D. Slap the bass, man. Slap at the bass. Sorry, that's probably not 2023 compliant, but I love Paul Rudd, and I love You Man. It's one of my favourite movies of all time. All right, so let's see what we can do with some bass in this business. The bass starts here. Does that sound like the right kind of bass lick in there? I'm thinking it works all right. So what I think is that it starts off without a bass, with just the guitars. So then might do this. Maybe it just hangs out on that note for the. I don't know. Maybe it starts with a. Maybe the bass is really simple. Let's try something like that. Delete out that. Record it again. So nothing there. And then maybe like. Yeah, I'm not quite feeling the bass in this one. I'm going to go back to the pick just because I can't. No, the pick doesn't work, does it? It's got to be. Maybe we go with something completely whacked out and different, like a completely different rhythm for the bass. So we let the guitar do its thing. And then the bass does like some octaves here. Just like this. Yeah, as Mix Club's saying here, I should be keeping versions of these basses to actually play along with. So we'll do that. I'll duplicate this out. We'll mute out that one because I kind of like the... like that. Let's try this one in here for try it on for size. So I still think nothing to start here. And then when it comes to this part, like this. Yeah. What about drums for this one? I'm thinking really simple but heavy drums. Really simple, heavy drum style on this one. So let's just bring in a drummer to give it a little bit of flavor. So who's our acoustic? We need like maybe a garage rock because we don't have this in GarageBand. So let's try it like fully intense but really uncomplex and with just like a really basic, like almost like a half speed. Do we have that here? That's the... I thought these last two were like half speed ones. Yeah, we'll try. Let's just see what this does. No, it needs to be like half that. It needs to be do. Like that, yeah. Except it's coming in a bar late. I also love that drummer can do a decent job here with 6/8 time. Yeah, I like that bass sound there. I don't know, I'm liking this one more and more, just quietly. We moved that drum. That needs to go there. And where's the end of its fill there? All right, let's just copy this out. Burp, burp, burp. And bring it to here. All right, where does it do its little thing? Hang on. So in this bit here, Like it needs to just go nuts. Needs to like kick into some big like crash cymbal stuff going on here. Like really complex with all the feels. Hang on. Yeah, a bit like that. And then in these bits, just like bringing it back low down, funky. Like that. Have we had a Bubba sighting? It's a Christmas miracle. Hey, Bubba. How are you doing, my friend? All right. Let's bring this in. I don't like that. Obviously, that doesn't really work there because it's slightly off the beat, like for what I'm doing here. But yeah, for a placeholder, pretty good. Welcome, Bubba. It's Bubba's a busy man, but we always love seeing Bubba around the channel, and it's like like Father Christmas or Santa Claus comes out for Songtempo. I'm actually really liking that second bass we played. Good job, Mix Club, for reminding us that we should like be capturing multiple versions of what we're doing here. All right, let's put the guitar down for a sec. And let's just see. Let's just see what we got here. Do a quick mix of this one, and then we'll move on. Do we do a fourth? 3 is probably enough in terms of ideas, and I reckon we got something here we can work with. But I might just try and find a 4th, because why not? And then we can play around. I'm sorry, but what a start of a song is this? Come on. And the drummer just keeps playing. He's like, what's, oh guys, did the song finish? All right, let's save it in. Let's save that one in. What do we call that one? Let's name this one, or rename ST 2023, idea 3. This is Drop D Grunge. Got to be in caps. So we got the pop punk, the jaunt in G, and we've got the Drop D Grunge. Hello, Keonra. I hope you got a coffee early morning over there in Perth town. How are we doing on time? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Silverchair vibes, right? Yeah, it's definitely got a bit of Silverchair. It's like Silverchair meets Pearl Jam meets Red Hot Chili Peppers. It meets Alice in Chains meets Nirvana meets Soundgarden. It's like all of my influences rolled into one. Let's just see if we have one more outside chance here. Because a while ago, I had some ideas that I thought, what's this guitar riff idea for a song? Let's just try this one. This is a pretty basic sort of 3-chord thing with a... Oh, we got lyrics. don't know. Yeah, it's Wild Thing, isn't it? Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. You'll make everything groovy. Yeah, no, we'll skip that one. All right, what's this one? All right, we're recording now, and we're going to go. I was a boy, and a boy. I forgot the words. A man has consequences. Yeah, no, that's old. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So we're not going to do that. There was one more. There's work in progress. This is how old we are. This John Butlerish idea was an interesting one, but it might be too. I like the riff actually in this one. G'day, David. Blah. Do I have any sort of chorus for this song? Oh, it's got a chorus too. It's almost a whole bloody song. Should we just give this one a quick crack? Why not? I like 4. Let's create a new project. Tracks. I like the little lead riff in there. That's kind of funky. Wonder if it'll work with some sort of bluesy guitars in here. Can we search blues under guitar? Blue. Didn't really want to do a blues song, but maybe. Big Brute Blues. Tiny Amp Blues. Deluxe Blues. I'm a Deluxe Blues kind of guy, man. All right. Oh, that was just... Is that actually a patch that it's added? Let's find out. We need to customize the track. Had to turn on the input. Has it actually got anything on there? Yeah, there. That sort of vibe, right? Let's just make sure that's the key that I played in there originally. Oh, no, it was higher. Oh, we're still in drop D. Oh, the original's in E flat. That's why. Remember Bubba? Bubba remembers well the days when I used to tune into E flat standard tuning. So that's why it's I reckon this can work. All right. Question there. Are the presets for GB or any Logic? Some of them cross over. So GarageBand's got about 30% of the presets that Logic has. So you do have a whole lot more. But you can kind of make the other ones. You can make GarageBand do what Logic does just by tweaking the amps, because it still uses the same fundamental amp sims and tones and things. Let's find the tempo for this one. It's going to be around about around 108. Won't do 107.9. Never like having decimals in my tempos. 107.8. How about we put that metronome back on? Not particularly well played, but we'll go with it for now, and we'll duplicate out a recording. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So that's definitely more the funky side, isn't it? There's some funky bass that we can do with this riff that might work in well here. Oh, where do I actually start playing? Is it up here? What's there? All right, let's we'll just duplicate to keep our settings. We will go into bass. Bass, and what sort of bass do we want? We want like a more of a clean bass, don't we, for this one? Clean and direct. Oh, clean and direct. Let's just go. Yes, I know. Back in the day, a lot of mine were ended up in E flat and G flat because of my lack of ability to play, to sing. I gave myself that extra semitone that just ruined it for everyone. All right, let's record some bass. All right, I'm speeding up too much there, so we'll undo that and try again. Oh, we started a bit too far back. That's not bad. I do like, we'll mute that out for a sec. I liked what Keonra had here with like a walking kind of bass. Like, so just like, recording, unmuted. Maybe something like this, just for fun. Let's try it. 1, 2. It can almost swing a bit more, can't it? Like a. Yeah, I don't know. We'll put some drums behind it. Put some drums behind it just to see what it's going to sound like. How is that playing through when I don't even have the input monitoring on? That was weird. Let's come in here, add some drums, plus drums. What do I want to use? So this is going to be like more of a funky, maybe go like the Roots songwriter for this one, just to give it a little different kind of feel. These have all got potential, man. Maybe it's an EP. Maybe we just make all 4 of them and we do a 4-track EP. All right, maybe not. All right, let's save out of this one. That's our 4. That's our 4 ideas. So we'll tap on this one. We'll rename it ST 2023 Idea 4 Bluesy Funk. So we got pop punk, we got jauntin' G, we've got drop D grunge, and we've got bluesy funk. Should we review? Let's review these 4 and see what we're playing with here. I think we got some ideas. These are definitely some song ideas that we could work on, and this is why, people, carry a device wherever you go. Have an iPhone, an Android phone, an iPod, a old Memorex tape record, whatever it is. Just have something that you can use to record your ideas, because all 4 of these came from things, just random ideas that popped into my head at various times. And as you heard, you don't have to record them well. You just have to record them and get them down so you can use them. All right, let's play this first idea. This is the pop punk idea. I like it. Cool. Pretty good. Pretty solid. Then we had a jauntin' G. Did we not even add drums to this one? I thought we did. Let's try it. did we not even record this to a click track? I don't know that we did. That was a bit weird. No, we didn't. So we can't even add drums to it very well. I don't know about this one. This could be an outside shot. Could be the verse to the first song. Maybe. Yeah, because it could if it was like sort of that on the bass guitar doing the boom, like the guitars go out and it's like a verse, like a Blink-182 verse, where it's just like then kicks back in. We could use multiple. Let's come out of that one and go to our third ID. Third idea. This one, like I won't bias it, but this one kind of felt right for me. Just this opening chord kind of soothes my soul, makes me feel good. So this could be a top contender. Let's take a listen. Yeah, I like this from Thomas. Yeah, maybe do a two-side singer with one song, a combo of 1, 2, and 3 as a second song. Yeah, it could be a go. Why not? Mark votes number 3 for sure. Yeah, maybe we'll put it to a vote. I haven't quite decided yet. And this is our number 4 song. This is our bluesy, funky idea, which is the reason I didn't want to do this one is it's a bit similar to stuff I've done in the past, and I wanted to get away. I wanted something heavier. So let's give this one a listen. Yes, Jade would definitely bite off more than she can chew. Well, she always chews it in the end. Yeah, I know, but yeah, I agree, Andrew. The last one had the that highway, Texas highway blues vibe. This one, yeah, intermission music to a Tarantino film. Totally, isn't it? Yeah, it's like it was a teenage wedding in the off. Yeah, very, very sort of old 60s, 70s kind of vibe. Yeah, it is. It is basically Never to Blame. And it might have even been, because I used an old one, I might have even taken that and sped it up and made it Never to Blame. So, because it's what is it? E7, A7, B7, no, C7, B7, basically. Yeah. So you're right. Oh no, I will choose my track. Like again, I'll put it to a vote, and if everyone votes for one and I don't want to do it, I'll just do the one I want to do, because this is not a democracy. This is a petocracy, or something like that. Oh, all right. I think I've milked my creative brain. The other question, I guess we have to decide which one I'm going to go with. Let's assume, because it seems to be the front runner. Let's assume I went with idea 3. What is this about? What is this even about? So let's just play this. So it has to be do 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 do. I reckon the stop there is where you get a bit of a hook in there. Let's I've got the microphone here plugged in, so why don't we just add a little vocal idea for this one while we've got the creative juices flowing. All right, we'll come in here. We'll make that one channel 1. We'll stick a patch on. I'll just use a default audio patch and we'll change it up. We will go voice this time. We will put like a grungy, like a what do we want? We don't want anything that's gonna. Why don't we go industrial vocals? What's that gonna do? Thomas is getting excited now. Oh, hello. Yeah, bah, 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 bah. All right, we don't really want that much distortion on here. Where's that? That's just got a. We'll put that. Check. All right, we'll turn that fat FX down a little bit. Compression we'll leave on. All right, let's just record this one in. Check. 1, 2. Oh, it's done that. It's done that thing again. Oh, it's starting to pee me off. This is the one thing. Apple, fix this. Fix this, that when you change this, it makes the input. Oh, it's only mono. Cha. Oh, I thought it had gone to stereo. Forget it. You're fine. You're good. My bad. All right. Try again. So I feel this is like an intro. Yeah, I reckon it's there. Clunk. Yeah, so so it's going to be like a something and jump all the choices in crunch. So yeah, like who was it that said something about choices that I saw there? Was it Kionra? About making choices in life. Yeah, something like that. Do you reckon that could be like the hook? Where's the hooky bit down here? Oh, no, record, play. Yeah, because you could be like, what do you think they might say about your choices in life? Could be like a story about, like your choices in life, and basically giving the big middle finger to people that tell you what to do. I kind of like that vibe. Yeah, why do you care what they think about your choices in life? I reckon that's the line, something like that. Why do you care what they think of your choices in life? Yeah, I like it. I also did like, still iller, right from the point of a soldier sitting on a plane about to jump into combat. We get a letter that his wife was leaving him just before he boarded the plane. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, that's taking it to a darker place. That's more darky grungy, isn't it? But yeah, I like it. I like the ideas. I'll be working through these ideas. A broken and beaten shadow claws at a sun-setting road. Yeah, that is totes painful. I like it. There is a person called Cold Clockers. What? I don't know. Yeah. So what did I say? Let's just see if we can record in. Why do you care what they think of your choices in life? I think something like that could work for us. So let's just take that mute off that one and record. Wrong one, YouTube. I missed a spot. Hang on. I missed the spot where I wanted to do. I'll just make up some lyrics for that first part.
People will say lots of things that they just don't know why. Why do you care what they think of your choices in life? Choices in life.
So that's Axl Rose. All right. As much as I love the idea of having industrial vocals, they're not going to really work for this one. So let's just put some modern air vocals and see what this all sounds like here.
Why do you care what they think of your choices in life? Choices in life.
Yeah, why do I get an Axl Rose vibe from this now? Probably just because I've got the Sweet Child of Mine kind of sound to it. Yeah, we'll go with that. You know what we should do? I really think it's between pop punk and drop D grunge. You reckon? So let's just see if we can work out a little vocal line for this one as well. Just to make it fair, just to make it a fair fight. We'll chuck some audio on here. We'll chuck some vocal preset. We'll just stick a tracking vocal on here for now. And we'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll record in.
You're always saying what I should think. You're always taking what you don't deserve. You're always saying things that I don't understand. But what do you know? What do you know? You're a stupid mother.
Hello. I think that's the sort of vibe I'm going with that one.
You're always saying what you think. You're always taking what you don't deserve. You're always saying things that I don't understand. But what do you know?
And because it's punk, you know, it's got to have some third harmony vocals.
You're always saying what I should think. You're always taking what you don't deserve. You're always saying things that I don't understand. But what do you know?
Right. Yeah, because every punk song I know worth its weight, like usually it doesn't do it all the way through, but like it does it your second verse, or you always have to have a.
You're always saying what I should think. You're always taking what you don't deserve. You're always saying things that I don't understand. But what do you?
All right, there's our ideas. We have 4 of them. and they're clearly labelled 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you've got this far, if you're watching on the replay and you got this far, I might pin a comment asking your feedback as well after the show in just a few moments. But yeah, idea 1, pop punk. Idea 2, jaunt G. Idea 3, drop D grunge. Or idea 4, bluesy funk. They're the 4 contenders at this point in time. So what I do, and the the Bard advice, the Google Bard advice we got at the start of the show was to do it, to set aside some time each day. So I'm going to now bugger off from this. I'm going to go for a walk. I might throw some mix downs of these. Here's the problem. Normally I would have these on my GarageBand, right? But I don't. I've got these in Logic Pro and I don't have my iPad with me. So that's a little bit on the sucky side because I can't have a listen to it. But I'll come back to these and take a listen. Yeah, we've got votes coming in already. Tremor Bear likes 3, likes the Drop D Grunge. Still Illa likes 3 and 4, the bluesy funk. And Ronald M, Drop D Grunge. I do kind of love them, a 3. Yeah. So it could even be a thing where we develop a couple of them for the next one. And then we don't decide straight away. We kind of workshop. We could do a demo version of 2 of them and then cut it down. It's like, see, I said there'd be no competition here in this, but it's going to end up like American, Australian, New Zealand, English Idol. Something like that. Mark's all about the 3. Yeah. I don't know. I can hear 1 as well, but three's kind of it. Folk and Blueser. Just throw a number. Just pick a number between 1 and 4. Go with it. How's your Songtember going? Before we finish up, has anyone started? I know it's only the evening of the 1st of September, but who's made a start? Before we finish up here, if you'd like to let me know your experience so far, because it's about the community. If you missed the shows, in fact, let's do that while you leave a comment here if you're here live. If you've missed the first couple of videos from the one and only Jade Star and Thomas Christ, if we come in here to Tommy Christ, there is his Songtember kickoff, his plans for Songtember. So go search Thomas Christ, just as I did there. Here, I'll throw the link here in the chat so that you can check it out, because Thomas will be doing a Songtember song as well. And if you do the same thing with Jade Star, you're going to find her Songtember 2023, their first video for that one, which was just an hour ago. So you can go see what Jade's doing. There's the link to Jade. Keonra's given it a start already. So if you search out Keonra Music, here she is, her genre selection that she did there a day ago. So you can check that one. We will throw a link to that one here in the chat as well. I don't know if our other folks have started as yet. I know it's only very early on. Tommy Jacks, one of our other friends of Songtember. So hopefully Tommy will be kicking off a song in the near future. And who else? We've got Jamie Malland is going to be joining us as well. So there he goes. Oh, there we go. I've got to have a listen to that because I didn't check out Jamie's effort there. So all of these folks, by the way, they're all over here at studiolivetoday.com/Songtember. So if you missed some of those names, here they are. They're all the friends of Songtember. And has Leela kicked off? That's our other friend of Songtember. Now, I can't remember. It's Dark Side Leela. I can never find her channel properly these days. Rise of the Dark Leela. There she is. I don't know if she's actually kicked off anything yet. Maybe not yet. But yeah, keep an eye on all of those channels because people will be doing a bunch of cool things. And there's some cool folks as well. Thanks, Barry. Yeah, the bass kind of sounded good. Combine them all, stick them in. Have started 2 songs in 20 years. Good job. Get it done, Rhett. You don't rush things. Yeah, I hear you. Cool. Andrew says, I have too many ideas, but I think I'm going to do my fun Limp Bizkit style song called Pretty Crime Makes Me Horny. Petty Crime, not pretty. That's funny. Just going to give you the intro, Jade the verse, and Thomas the chorus, and you can post it together. There you go. That's a way to go. Mark's written some lyrics for a couple of songs. Music will have to wait until Tuesday because of a family issue. Big sister is living. Oh, very sorry to hear, Mark. Very sorry to hear. Yeah, and look, that's the thing. Some stuff gets in the way, doesn't it? Life gets in the way, and that's sad, but yeah, understandable. Gilbert says, I'm starting now, choosing instruments and getting ready for tomorrow's live stream. Nice one. Also, folks are free in 15 minutes. Audio Bros are live, so come and hang out. Oh, cool. Feedback and chit chat from the boys. How do we find that, Andrew? So audio. If I search out audio bros on the YouTubes, the Audio Bros podcast. Is this what we're looking at? Audio Bro TV. Is that correct? Let me know, because I know you can't post a link there, but let me see. I'll see if I can find a live stream that's upcoming. I want to make sure I can send folks to the right place. So, Audio Bros podcasts. So, over here, this one here, Audio Bros podcast. This is what we're doing. Subscribe. Subscribe immediately. So, what have we got? We've got videos. Is that live? Under live here. There we go. When's that starting? In 15 minutes, literally. All right, here we go. Save it, share it, copy it. I'll put it right here. Audio Bro. I have not tuned in, so Audio Bros up next, and I'll stick a link there for folks right here in the chat. Oh, you can go and check that out. I'll be heading out for a walk, so I'll be tuning in on my iPhone as I wander around the streets of Radelaide. Cool. That is going to do it for this one. We came in under the 2 hours that we had allocated for this one, so I do want to say thank you for everyone's support. Don't forget all the Songtember related stuff is at studiolivetoday.com/Songtember. Thanks to moderator Thomas Christ for being here, and for Thomas and Jade. It's kind of like the opening hour and the happy hour. We had Thomas and then Jade and then me kicking off our Songtember songs, and then tomorrow, I'm assuming, Thomas, you're live. I know Jade's doing an opening hour and I'll be doing a happy hour. Funnily enough, I'll be doing 90s rock. So very much like the pop punk and the drop D grunge, I must have this 90s rock vibe in my head at the moment. So we'll be doing that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kionra. And thank you, Bubba. And thank you, Phil. And thank you, Mark. And thank you, everybody, for being here. We appreciate you. Bitterman, you were 36 minutes behind. Yeah, it happens sometimes. You jump in and you're not there with the latest one. There you go. We have TC Live tomorrow. So join us tomorrow for a little Songtember break where we're going to play some tunes. Thank you, John. Thank you, No More Soul. Thank you, everyone. As we say at the end of each and every show, be kind to yourself, especially in Songtember. Be kind to others. Keep creating. And I'll see you next time here on Studio Live Today. Should we go out with? We'll go out with my favorite of these songs, just to close out the show, so you can see if this is the one. Will this be wrong button? Will this be the song that is Songtember? You have to tune in to find out. See you, Ronald P. See you, Andrew Jackson.